Right. Webcam so bright. All right. Need to figure out something new to build. R&D base and start. Find a new location to build something too. Everybody's still gonna freeze. Suppose when I get out of my ship here. They're not in T poses anymore, but they're still freezing the second I get out of my ship. How have they not fixed this yet? Like, I can't play with other people. Going backwards. Last time I checked this, it was at like 2% away from. What's it, 18? Whatever. Flawless game. Right. Yeah, I was gonna build a tree. Right. Okay, I need to experiment with my ellipses technique. 30 and 60 and 40 and 80 sided circles instead. Circle. Hey, what's up, Strat? How's it going, dude? I don't know yet. I was thinking about actually starting, because I said I was going to make either the Enterprise D or Voyager a while ago after I came up with the ellipses technique. I have yet to start either of those. So I think I'm going to experiment around with the ellipses technique, see if I can't find one that looks closer to the shape of what either the Voyager or the Enterprise D look like. I think this one right here is, I think it's a 32-sided circle at the end here, and then I think it's 64-sided circle from this point to this point. So those are both products of 2 or 8 really. And I came up with a couple of different techniques to make 30, 60, and 120 sided circles with base pentagons, and also 20, 40, and 80 sided circles with base pentagons. So I might try and figure out if there's a way I can also do my ellipses technique using circles of a different circumference. That's what I think I'm going to do tonight. I don't really know. I'm honestly, this is more of a test stream because I just reset up everything with OBS for stream elements and all that stuff to do YouTube instead of Twitch. And now I've got it to where all I have to do is switch my 2 things. And if I want to switch streaming from YouTube to in between YouTube and Twitch, all I have to do is switch the output settings, log in through that, and then switch the Stream Elements account I'm logged into, and then everything works fine. That's what I spent most of today faffing about with.
Wake up.
I think I've got it all working. What you got going on tonight? Center point. How's that game doing? I heard it was unfinished at best. Repetitive. But I've only talked to like 3 people about that game, so not be the most accurate. Hey, what's up, lambs? Needs more to do with the end game. Yeah, that's what Garrus said, is that it just feels like once you get to the end game, there's really not much else to do. Armrest is falling apart.
Wake up.
God damn it. That noise. There have been some good updates. Well, that's good. Yeah, I still want to check out Icarus and Valheim. I want to check both those out, but they're both not worth the $20 or $30 from what I hear. At least that's what I've been told. $23 for Icarus at the moment. I guess that's not too bad. I don't know. I think any amount of money for an incomplete game is too much, personally. And I've spent so much money on games I haven't replayed recently, like Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring. I still need to go through on the second playthrough. I rebought Dark Souls 2. I bought Outward and its new DLC. I haven't played through that yet. Like, that's the stuff I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. Some of those action RPGs. And Outward is such a good damn. Probably try and stream that tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it. Yeah, I do like that concept, like the weight mechanics of the build system in Icarus. I think that's dope. Alright, so we need to think about these metrics. Hey, what's up, Benra? It's going alright. Spent all my day faffing about with OBS Live and Stream Elements, trying to figure out how to get everything so I can easily switch between whether I want to stream on Twitch or YouTube. Finally got it all, potentially all figured out. That's kind of cool. I dig that strat. Dig it. All right, so we're gonna try. It's supposed to be. Now I don't remember if it's the X or the Y axis that's supposed to be longer. It's the Y axis, right? X you don't want to have going all the way out, because you're making a circle right here, essentially. So yeah, your X-axis needs, your Y-axis needs to go out further than your X-axis. Okay, I was remembering it right. I was just second guessing how I remembered it. Y-axis needs to go out further. Oh, thank you, Enro. Is that the first time you'd seen that? That build was done several months ago. That was a fun one. That was me fine-tuning my short wall techniques. Like my ability to bend and manipulate and twist and curve walls in any direction I wanted to. That's 4 out. Let's go 3 out down here. Yeah. Go. Five out here. Now we need to create some pentagons up here. Building on permadeath lambs. Crazy. You're crazy, man. If you want, I can just give you a piggyback there. It might load, because I literally just uploaded it this morning. It might load better if you join on me. Then I go out there if you want to do that. Does anybody remember my pentagon technique? Yeah, just let me know. We're on each other's friends list, I think, right? I have to watch my own tutorial here because I have not made a pentagon since I made this tutorial. Hey, and welcome to another episode of Advanced Glitch Building. Pick. Alright, yeah, just let me know. And I'll I think my game's open. You should just be able to join on me, and whenever I see you join, I'll just head that way. Okay, so it does start with a wooden small paver and then adjacency. Got it. Alright. Small paver, adjacent. No. Okay. Was it my Steam account or my Xbox account that we were connected on, Lambs? I've got... There's on. Alright, so we got our first pentagon. Now, the X or my Y-axis. Not as far out as this one, so this is my Y-axis. Go ahead and make the gun down here as well. So I know that's the Y. You have my Xbox account added, not... Okay, well give me your... I need to add commands and all that stuff. Let me grab my... I'll bring my friend code up here on screen and I'll type it in. Then just DM me your friend code in Discord. Or just type it in chat, whatever you want. There's only you in here basically. You and Strat and Enra maybe. Man, YouTube's got a long ways to go to catch up with streamlining shit like Twitch. What the hell is up with this? What are you doing? What is up with this? What are you doing? I'm not just talking my own chat through OBS. What the fuck is wrong with YouTube, man? This is so annoying. Fuck me. Holy shit. Why does this open up an actual web browser window and not just my chat like it did 30 seconds ago? I hate OBS so damn much. Alright, are you gonna let me type in my own chat? No, it's not. I can't type in my own fucking chat. Oh, for fuck. This shit's fucking egregious. Why is this a thing? Why can I not type in my own chat in OBS? This is absolutely retarded. Come on. Doing wrong. Why can I not? Every time I bring up my chat, it just brings up a web browser of my YouTube channel, not my actual chat. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, and I'm seriously about to never stream on YouTube again. Oh my god, I'm about to lose my shit. Seriously, fuck OBS and fuck YouTube. God damn, why is everything gotta be so complicated? So stupid, so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I'm about to lose my shit. Come on, why is this a thing? Can't pull up my own chat. I can't look at my activity feed. I can't look at fucking anything now after I sign in with my Google account. Like, Christ almighty. I literally spent 6 hours today trying to set this shit up and it just doesn't work now. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Holy shit, did I have to do this myself? I did have to do this myself. Now this is an external window. It doesn't recognize this as an OBS window. Fucking annoying. Did you get my code there, Lambs? Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because YouTube's fucking pathetic. It would like resets my entire No Man's Sky friends. Like it'll be a completely blank page for a second and then I've been so messed up with Steam's multiplayer right now. Okay. More important shit to do than sit here and worry about why am I streaming on YouTube in the first. Right. Okay, what the hell was I doing? Thank you, Lambs. Hey, what up, Jam? This side needs to be half as many sides as this one over here. Should I do 30 and then 60? You're trying to make one of those cannons, one of the teleporter cannons? There's a couple YouTube tutorials out there, I think. Oh, nice. Huh. Maybe I'm just remembering shit wrong. Fucking with that chat was like an instant headache. So fucking irritating. Music sucks too. Slow pace. Why did... why? Made a Nautilin cannon? How does that even work? I could have sworn I saw... The last time I saw it, it was like... It was a pre-Frontiers tutorial, but it all worked with a teleporter, a back and forth teleporter relay that eventually just broke and shot you out in one direction. Alright, so if I'm doing 30 sides here and 60 sides here, I need to follow my own tutorials again. I don't remember the exact angle changes. So that's all I need to do is look at my exact angle changes. Got a couple videos somewhere. I only have 5 gigs free on my main drive. What the hell? I don't know. Can I do a 38-sided circle? Hi Tracy, what's up? No worries. I'm glad anybody stops by on my streams. Where are my angle change videos? Son of a gun. Exact angle changes. All right. So for anybody remember off the top of their heads, for 30, 60 sided triangles, what was the angle change? So I've got 3-degree angle change, 4.5 degree angle change, 9-degree angle change, 6-degree angle change, and 12-degree angle change. I gotta watch the tutorial. This marks the second time in this stream I've had to watch my own tutorial. Complex circles. I'm going to count one space to the left, and then on the adjacency glitch to a small floor. Pull all the way to your right-hand point, and then you can connect the last 2 points together. Now we have a pentagon of snap points, and with this, we can take either a floor panel or a triangle and Blender glitch. Well, you got to remember, you're dividing. Center. There's 3 layers of math that you have to do, because with the 30 and 60 sided circles, I'm using triangles which have 3 sides and pulling to a center point from 5 outside points equidistant from each other at 70-degree increments. That's how you get, here, I'll show you, like, so here I've got a pentagon here. Hello, mouse working? Oh my god. Okay, so I'll be pulling to get 3 times 5 is 15, so this will get me a 15-sided circle if I do this. Now to double that and get a 30-sided circle, I need to shift my pentagon by exactly a certain number of degrees. I don't remember what it is. That's why I had my tutorial pulled up here. With the triangle piece, because there are 3 sides and we're pulling from 5 different points, we will have 15 sides that we can work with. This is the 15-sided circle. See? Now, to get 30 sides, we're going to have to double the amount of triangle parts that we put in the center. And to do that, we need to rotate our center point at an angle of 12 degrees to the right or to the left. Doesn't really 12 degrees, got it. Very much. Now I need to look up my 12-degree angle change. Actually, it's probably in the tutorial. It doesn't really matter as long as we rotated that number of degrees and then recreate another pentagon of wire points, we will be able to double the number of edges we have to work with our finished circle at the center. For a 12-degree angle change, we're going to wire glitch a wooden floor into our center point, build up one, adjacency glitch on the next one to a small floor, grab ourselves a small timber wall, one of these short timber walls, place it on the right hand side, grab a triangle timber, place it in the top position here, not at the top of the short wall, but at the upper position here. And we're going to adjacency from that position to a small triangle, then build up 2 more triangles. Then from the outermost edge, we are going to grab another short wall, half length, and then reverse wire from this position and pull to our center point. That's going to give us a 12-degree angle change. Now, with this done, we can delete everything but the new wire.
Wait,
and
I
we
went
can
too fast.
put
Go
it
back.
at the upper position here.
It's not that it's so advanced, it's just I came up with these techniques like a month ago, and I haven't used any of them since then, so don't remember them, because there's a lot of steps to them.
We're going to adjacency from that position to a small triangle,
See,
and build up 2 more triangles. Then from the outermost edge, we are going to grab another short wall, half length, and then reverse wire from this position.
alright, so there's a
pull to our
12-degree
center
angle change.
That's going to give us a 12-degree angle change. Now, with this done, we can delete everything but the new wire, and we can rebuild another series of 5 wires to make another pentagon.
Alright,
As long as you always remember to pull from the right hand.
good job, me. I'm gonna do that again. Up here, just so I remember it. There we go. That's a 12-degree angle change I need for later. Yeah. Alright, well, you have fun at work, Tracy. Thanks for poking your head in here. I always appreciate it. Especially since I'm kind of starting from scratch here again. I'll take all the views I can get. Okay, so there we go. So now I'll have, using triangle parts, Have I ever played Cuphead? No. I've watched a lot of people play it, and it gives me a headache. It does sound like a Stranger Things like knockoff type deal.
I don't know why I like retro and synthwave stuff, because I was born in '85. I was not like, I wasn't around when this music was a thing. I don't know why, it's just I love the sound of it. There we go. We've got a 30-sided circle here. Need to make a 60-sided one up here. Old school racing games had badass 16-bit soundtracks. When it comes to old school 16-bit soundtracks, I loved like obviously Mario, Zelda, but like I never played a lot of racing games. What was the other one I really... Donkey Kong Country had an amazing soundtrack that was all 16-bit, but it wasn't like 80s style 16-bit. Maybe by that time, that was Super Nintendo. That was SNES. Maybe that was 32-bit by that time. I don't know. The graphics were definitely 64-bit by, or 32-bit by then. Weren't they? Or was it still only 16-bit on Super Nintendo? Let's do that. So now we've got from here, got a, this is changing our center point by 12 degrees here. Now to the left and to the right of this wire, we need half of that. So I need 6 degrees to the left and 6 degrees to the right. We'll look up. Listen to more of my tutorial here. Hand side of the last wire you created, typically every half the left. Now it's 12 degrees away from each other. Each of the arithmetic, using triangle parts, we're going to need 2 more angles. Exactly 6 degrees to the left of our current Hey, I just said that.
line, and 6 degrees to the right. Then we're going to create 2 more pentagon shapes around those 2 angles. So, to get a 6-degree angle change, we're going to start out at our center point with a large paver. Go ahead and wire glitch that into place, then grab a large floor, doesn't matter what kind, and then adjacency to a small one at the top position, and count 3 out.
Two out, not 3 out.
And on the count 4 out, sorry.
4 out.
Now, on the left and the right side of this, reverse wire glitch from a half-length short wall, and you will get your
Need those 2 angles
6-degree
after
angle
we're done
changes
with
on
this.
either side. See how this passes
Shut
directly
up,
through?
Chris. You don't have patience for more than 5 to 10 minutes at a time at Cuphead. I don't like and I was just talking about Donkey Kong Country. I have not liked any sort of side-scrolling video game since Donkey Kong Country. They just, once like the Nintendo 64 came out and Zelda Ocarina of Time and Super Mario 64 came out, I stopped giving a shit about 2D side scrollers. Like, I just didn't care. I wanted 3D, you know? I know there's a huge appeal for him today still, and there's a couple like Dark Souls like side-scrolling platformer ARPGs that look like a lot of fun, but I'm used to playing Dark Souls, you know? There's something about that side-scrolling stuff that just does not really appeal to me. No. Yeah, I hear Cuphead's a good game. I've watched a lot of people play it, like speedrun type stuff. But not my cup of tea personally. How does this feel wrong? Exactly the same as that. It looks wider apart though, doesn't it? I messed something up. Bitch. What did I mess up? My 12-degree angle changed to... I did something real wrong here. Hey, what's up? Spadez? I don't know how to say that. So far, we're watching the man mess up his own damn techniques. That's what we're watching. So this one was perfect. What did I screwed something up with this one. I'm just gonna restart this whole process here because I messed something up with the angle that I pulled from to start the second pentagon from what I did, but right. I need to make sure this is five out. Yeah, I went 5 out. Okay. Try this again, folks. Spades. Ah, okay. I promise I'm not always this dumb. It's been a long day. So, pentagon. Again, here we go. Bam. I saw Jason was live earlier today. I didn't poke my head in because I was watching Beeblebum and trying to figure out how to get my stream set up. I don't think Jason knows of me. I'd like him to get to know of me at some point. Fairly large content creator here on the YouTubes. Alright, so there we go. Now we need to change this angle by degrees. Which was what again? Who was watching? Who remembers? I think, yeah, Survival Bob and Zane are the two biggest, I thought. But Zane's not really a builder, and Survival Bob's not a builder either. I guess Jason isn't a builder either.
Side of the last wire you created. That's going to give us a 12 and pull to our center point. Short wall, half length, done. We can do wires of thing but out, then build up two more. Not grab a triangle to one of our wooden floor into our center. Center point. Build up one. Adjacency glitch on the next one.
Yeah. Go ahead and grab our spot for our two 6-degree angle changes. This, right? Four. And it was here and here. Test that out here in a second. You just woke up like this? I feel like that most days. Today, definitely, I was feeling super productive and motivated when I woke up today, and then after just hours of video editing and then trying to set up this stream here and then the stream not working and the chat not working and all this shit, I'm over today. I'm over it. But I have with my most recent build being done now, I have ideas that I'd rather get fleshed out of my head and onto save file before I quit for the day, and I figured I might as well stream it. What am I doing with my life? Another pentagon. There we go. See, that's what we're looking for. That's the appropriate distance right there, folks. Hello? All right, now if our, this is what I was saying a second ago, we can test this out. If our 6-degree angle changes are correct, this wire, reverse wiring from right here, should pass right through this intersection of wires right there. I would say that that's pretty accurate. Welcome, world. Save real quick. Fucking mathematicians, eat your heart out. Crisscross applesauce is coming. All right, 2 more pentagons, and then we can try and line up sides with there and see if we can't get a ellipses, a nice ellipses going. I went out too far. I need to redo this one. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. This one, yeah. That one will be easier to redo. I think I'm in Survival Bob's. Jason, I don't think I'm in. Oh no, I left Survival Bob's because nobody gave a shit about building in Survival Bob's. Yeah, I remember that's... Oh no, I'm in Survival Bob's. Never mind, still in there. And yeah, look in his self-promotion. I'm right beneath Beeblebum right now with my Sith Citadel base showcase that I just put up there today. Maybe it was Jason's that I left, because I'm pretty sure I was in somebody else's, another No Man's Sky YouTuber's Discord, and I left it because, like, nobody ever gave a shit about the building anymore. Yeah, the thing about having big streamers and big Discords like that, and then having a self-promotion channel in there, the only people that are gonna, unless people are going out of their way to look through the self-promotion channel, it doesn't go out to anybody, it doesn't tag anybody. I think it's just there for content creators to feel like, ooh, I'm, you know, getting my shit out there when, oh, blink blink. I think that was it, but she's not even a No Man. I would not consider her a No Man's Sky streamer. She's a variety streamer. And does she? No, that's she's a Twitch streamer. I definitely left her Discord. That girl's... I'm not even gonna talk about that. All right. Right. Okay. I've got the setup for a 60-sided circle over here. But I think that a little too far out. I think I need to move this one out one more paper. I'm gonna redo this. Up one more paper. Chris, why do your builds take so long to do? Because I suck. That's why. How many was this out? 1, 2. Okay, so that's 6 out. So I need to go at least 4 or 5 out on this one. That's where I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. And let's go ahead and grab our here. Worry about it. End their game. There we go. Okay. Bing, bing. Pentagon. Stop deleting them. Favor. Dum dum. Whoa, 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 game. What are you doing? Oh, reverse wire glitch? There we go. Good job, game. Doing great. So dumb. Not beat that short. Beat it every time, like a dumbass. No, that's not the size I want. That right. Of course, this time I don't. That one. Okay. Now, bad boy, a cheeky little save. I just deleted my center point. Okay. Build our circles now. Here did my frame rate just go to shit? Or am I having a stroke right now? Oh, wire in? Alright, there's that one. Got real dark for some reason. Build the 60-sided one. Be a really cool just wire sculpture to make. Because you could just keep changing this wire at 6 degrees and keep going and keep going and keep going and just have a full like circle of stars. You know what I mean? I'll have to do that here in a minute. Fuck it, why not? I mean, I don't know how many iterations you could get from. Okay, so 6-degree angle changes in between 70 degrees of from point to point. So 70 divided by 6 is what, 11.118? And then you would be able to pull from each of that, so 3 times 11.118 times however many iterations you could get in between there. That's how many sided circle you could get from that. Way more sides than you could ever hope to use. All right, what am I doing? $38-sided circle, huh? Well, let's do a little math here. 360 divided by 38 is 9.5. Rounded up would be 9.5. So, where'd my pen go? Hello, pen? Imagine being a writer and not having a pen anywhere near you. Found it. So 9 degrees of angle change. 38. See, the problem with it is that anything 38s, halves, and quarters are odd numbers. Yeah. Could we divide it by 3? Four. So for 38 sides, if I could find a 9.5 degree angle change, wait, I'm thinking about this wrong. Hold on. So first I would need to find a way to get a circle. How can you have half points? I would need 9.5 pull points around in a circle. You can't do that. And on top of that, I only have 3 and 4-sided items to build off of. But really, all you have to do, I'm being real fucking dumb. All you have to do is figure out a 9.5 degree angle change, and then you just start with a wire, change it 9.5 degrees 38 times, and it should come around to almost a perfect circle. That's all we have to do. I'm being so stupid. I'm overthinking the hell out of this. So that's all we need to do is find 9.5 degree angle change from one wire to the next, and then do that 38 times. Problem solved. So what I'll do is I'll get a hold of Kale and see if I can't get some approximations. I'll start with a 9 and a 12 angle changes and try and find something right in between there, and then I will, the same way I got all my other angle changes, just trial and error. There's 2 ways I can do it. I can just have Kale tell me how close I am to exactly a degree angle change with different experimented wires and stuff. Or I can go into Blender and take a single wire that's level, copy it and paste it, and then rotate it exactly that number of degrees, and then come back into game and with trial and error try and figure out how to do that in game with pieces in reverse wires. You know what I mean? Here, let me finish building this circle, and then I'll go into Blender and make a 9.5 degree angle change, and then come back into game and we can figure out exactly how to do it. We can figure out a 9.5 degree angle change lickety split. It just takes a lot of trial and error to figure it out. skipped one, didn't I? No, the glitch building, like figuring out the actual glitches for glitch building is a community effort over years and years of research and development and experimentation. All the glitches that we know how to utilize and use for glitch building is just a collective, you know, pool of knowledge that we've all come up with and helped each other out with for years now. I've only been part of the glitch building thing and only contributed a little bit to the tool belt of knowledge, but all the glitches are just, you know, people figure them out and make YouTube videos and throw them up. Yeah, I do my building in game. I use Blender to move. Most of my building is done in a base like this, like an R&D base where I just mess around and do stuff, and then I'll copy it and paste it in another base location because it's easy to do, and I don't like just exploring around for hours on end hunting down locations. I'll have, you know, somebody from chat or somebody else find me a planet, and then I'll go to it and throw a base computer down and paste something that I built in game there, you know. Blender's more of it's a hell of a complex program that I don't know well enough to build in the first place, but it's more of a way to be able to save my bases in a hard, like a JSON file, as well as just move bases from one place to another, because I've had instances where I've made an enemy in the community and they have gone to a, like, I would finish a base and then I would post it on YouTube and Reddit and stuff like that, and they would go to the system and then name a bunch of the animals and plants and planets and moons in that system like horribly racist and bad things, so then I would have to delete that base and move the base somewhere else and put new coordinates and stuff like that. So that's what Blender's for. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna save this real quick, then I'm going to, let's go over, yeah. This will be our experiment spot here. So what I'll first do is I will just create a, oh wait, I got a wire here already. Perfect. So this is going to be our starting point. Oh, it's upside down, shit, never mind. Create a different wire. Okay, so here, this will be our starting point. I'll save this, I'll go into Blender, and what I'll do is I'll rotate this wooden piece by exactly 9.5 degrees, and then I can build off of that in reverse wire and bring another wire back to this center point, and then we could use that wire as a guideline to try and figure out exactly how to get 9.5 degrees. Now, the way that I was getting most of my angle changes, especially for the 15, 30, and 60-sided circles, was just going off of the triangle parts, because you know a triangle part, if you reverse wire from, let's say, for example, if you just know basic, super basic geometry, this right here, so you have a triangle with a center point. If you reverse wire from here, and from here, and from here, all of these angles are going to be 30 degrees from each other. These are 30 degree angle changes. So the inside of each of these is 30 degrees. That means that this angle change right here that is parallel to your center point, this angle right here is going to be about a third of that. So this is actually, this angle right here is 20 degrees. All these three are 60 degree angles. that means that this big angle now right here is 120 degrees. And basically just by shifting these around using squares and triangles off squares, you can figure out smaller and smaller and smaller angles. But they're always going to be a product of, 3 and 4 sides. To get the angles that I figured out, like the 9 and 12 degrees and 4.5 degrees and stuff like that, I had my friend Hale Labs help me out, who he's got another third-party program. He's a structural engineer or something like that, and he's got this other program where he can actually take the in-game stuff and put it into his program and find out exactly what our angle changes and everything are. So he can also, send him something and he'll tell me, okay, this angle is this, so you're this close to getting to what you need, shift it this way or that way, you know what I mean? So, and my perfect pentagon is not a perfect 70-degree angle change between each, or 72-degree angle change between each of the 5 points around the pentagon. It's like 71.9998, something like that. I can pull up me and Kale's conversation and try and somewhere in here Kale told me what the program was that he uses. See, here's a picture. I want to show this. This is actually the picture that he sent back to me after we were discussing how to get exactly a 12-degree angle change. So this is how close my 12-degree angle change was. It's 12.00676733 degrees. Again, I don't know what program. Somewhere in this conversation. I don't know. Next time I talk to Kale, I'll just ask him again. But yeah, I'll send him a video of how I get an angle, and then he'll build it in game, and then use his program, and then get back to me and tell me what the angle change is. That's one way I figured out how to do my 4.5 and 9-degree angles, and my 6-degree and 12-degree angles were with his help. So auto CAD, yeah. CAD, yeah, you're right. That sounds correct. Okay, so let me go into Blender real quick. Did I save this? Okay. See, this is the other reason I love Blender, is I have every single one of my R&D bases, all of my finished bases, all of my template builds, everything is saved in code. So if I ever I get a banned account or I get a corrupted save or something like that, I'll always have that code. So Kale just crashed your game. Is Kale playing right now? Why the hell is he not in my chat? You don't like this save game editor? I like Goat Fungus's save game editor over the... What is the other one? The Nom Nom one. This one's a lot easier to maneuver and stuff around. Is Kale streaming right now? If he's streaming right now, I need to poke my head in there. Be a good community member. Where was that at? That was Moronville, I think. You like it too much? Yeah, I just use it for the access to the actual JSON file. What am I doing here? Import No Man's Sky. Oh, he was at the coordinate hub. Okay. You were using a Python utility to do wire placement. See, that's something I would probably use Blender a lot more if, like, the plugin that Blender that you can use for No Man's Sky in Blender, you can't do a lot of wire stuff in it because it'll on the import back into your save game file, it automatically resets any wires that are off center to perfectly straight up and down. So it breaks any sort of building that I might do in Blender. Okay, so here is our thing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy and paste this wooden panel here, and then now I can rotate this. I can rotate it exactly 9.5 degrees, like so. I can delete the old one. I can export it. Throw it in my save game. And now we'll have a wooden piece that's exactly at 9.5 degrees, and we should be able to... We're just going to have to pull a wire from that angle change and then experiment around and try and find a pull that's right in line with that wire. I don't use Blender to build because of several different reasons. One, the wire one I was just telling you a second ago. Two, it's more complicated than I'm more used to building in-game, and the build process in-game makes more sense to me. And I don't know, I don't like the exclusivity of it. I kind of have like a vendetta against Blender builders who like build these huge, elaborate, crazy things and then post it all over the internet and don't disclose the fact that they didn't build it in-game. I hate that shit more than anything. That's like, you're lying to the community when you do that. That annoys the piss out of me. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Yes, Spades, this is one of the ways that I figure out angle changes. This is the more recent one that I've done. Like I said before, I was working with Kale Labs to try and figure out angle changes right around the time I was figuring out the pentagon and the other angle changes for the circles for those tutorials. So it's been a minute since I've used Blender for anything other than moving a base around. Okay. So here we have... Gonna build way out here. This wire is exactly set on my balls. Oh, that hurt. Why did you killed the music? Hold on. Music, hello? Hello? Alright, so now we have this wire here that's 9.5 degrees changed from this. Now we just need to mess around and try and find a reverse wire pull spot that is somewhere in line with this. Then all you'll have to do, Jam, is have a center wire, and then make a 9.5 degree angle change, and then move your wire. Do that over and over again. No sound alerts on YouTube. Yeah, if there might be like you can set up a bot to do them, or I can set up like chat commands to do them like Beeblebum has. I haven't done that shit yet. Honestly, I'm not convinced about this whole YouTube streaming thing. But we'll see. Alright, so let's start out with... Start out with... Ooh. Is it gonna be that simple? Is that gonna be fucking spot on right there? First try? Oh, that's a little bit off. I mean, hold on a second. We don't need exactly 9.5, right? We need... What was it? 360 divided by 38? So we need a little bit less than 9.5. We need 9.47. So that actually is a little bit less than 9.5. That could be your angle right there. There's already more built. Yeah, I know that. But I mean, I was pulling, you know, anywhere between 10 and 20 viewers on Twitch, whether I was building or not. Oh, how did I get this angle right here? This was... starting out from your... You have to start from your first angle. So I Blender glitched at my first angle to make sure this was straight, not at the 9.5 degree angle. So I have a large floor here. Then I took a large triangle piece, adjacency from a large to a small, like this, at the top position, and then just built up two. And then you use a full-length wall to get the corner part. And that's where I reverse wired from. So just do that 38 times around in a circle, and you should... I mean, it's not going to be exact, but it's probably going to be like that close at the very end. You know what I mean? But yeah, that should do it for you, man. Yeah, I adjacencied from a large triangle like this to a small one at the top position. That's going to be just slightly, I mean, that's probably 9.499997 degrees, which is probably still a little sharper than you want. But if you're building a large roulette structure, the further out from your center point that you build, the more inaccurate it can be without being able to see the discrepancies, right? So you should be okay with that. I mean, we can try and figure out something else here. And I could even just go into Blender and input in exactly a, what was it? 9.4736842.105 degree angle, if you want me to do that. 9.4736842.105. That's exactly, if you did that 38 times, you would have even closer to a perfect circle. reverse wire glitch in the last triangle? No, at the last triangle, you want to reverse wire glitch from this topmost corner here. You see where the wire end here is? So you want to pull from right there. So use a full length wall and go from either this angle or this one and just reverse wire. And that'll get you a point right on the very corner of that small triangle. Gabish? Yeah. So the whole process is pretty simple. I'll delete everything and do it again here. So you start out with just one single wire and a floor piece. Then you adjacency from a large triangle to a small one. Then build up 2 more. Then reverse wire from that corner. Then if you want to do it again, just delete everything. Then Blender glitch from that to your center. Grab yourself a triangle. Repeat the process. Bing, bang, boom. There you go. You've already done it twice. Now you've only got 36 more to do here. Blender glitch from your most recent angle. Bing, bang, boom. Fuck it, I might as well just go around 38 more times here just to see if it's how accurate it is. Because I'd hate for you to be following me doing this and it not be as accurate as you want it to be. You know what I mean? I'll just complete the whole circle. What else have I got going on? Fucking nothing. You could even just do this. Used with your wires. This really is, all things considered, a fairly quick process by crisscross applesauce standards. Although I know the process does take a little bit longer to do with controller than it does for me with mouse and keyboard, because it's just, I honestly feel like mouse and keyboard, even though the glitches are a little bit more fickle and the timing is a little bit harder, I do think that it's easier to move around the menu and move your reticle and everything quicker on a mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, might as well. If I do this and it gets all the way around to itself in 38 renditions or editions, I don't think it's, what it's gonna be is like the last one's gonna be just a little bit off. Maybe it's just easier for me to get the timing now since I've done it for so long now. Because I do feel like I'm getting angry at the game less and less. You know what I mean? I don't have my mini freakouts like I usually have. It's been a while since I've had a mini freakout. Yeah. No, the cache glitch is pretty easy to get, yeah. And I'm the guy that did a 256-sided circle, so I think I can spend time to do this 38-sided here. Oh, you ended up remapping her controls. Interesting. Yeah, the wire glitch and reverse wire glitch is left mouse and Q. And because most people use the Q key with their ring finger, their timing, and their left mouse with their index finger, the timing is just off. I know a lot of people that switch the toggle wire to like T or R or something like that. So they're using both index fingers at the exact same time to do the wire glitch. I'm just so used to using my ring finger now that I can get it fairly, you know, every time-ish. When I used to play on a controller all the time, it never used to hurt me. But now, since I've been on mouse and keyboard for a couple years, mouse and keyboard, I don't know why I said it like that. Going back and playing Elden Ring on a controller was difficult. I need to get back into it because I love playing action RPGs like Dark Souls and Outward and Diablo and Path of Exile and stuff like that on a controller. You literally playing Ark and playing No Man's Sky is the only reason I switched to a mouse and keyboard, and I did that prior to coming to PC. As you know, because on Ark you can plug in a mouse and keyboard to your Xbox One and use that. Same with Minecraft. You guys might be seeing a lot more like StarCraft on my Twitch channel, because me and my brother have been playing that like a lot lately. Horrible at it, but I do love playing because it's my brother I'm playing with, first of all, and second of all, like, just a fun game. Horrible at RTSs, always have been. That was like one of the first points in childhood that me and my brother really started to get along, was playing Warcraft 2 on PC with each other over a LAN connection. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't like Diablo 2 on PC. I played it a lot on PC, but it wasn't until Diablo 3 came out on console that I really got back into Diablo. Because I liked Diablo 1. But it is a hell of a lot of clickety clackety. No. Wrong button. Well, that's a good sign. We're half done, and look at this angle here. You can barely tell. You can tell it's not perfectly straight. You can tell where the angle change is, but look at how almost perfectly straight that is. Halfway done. So this might be good enough for you to use, honestly. Again, we can get it more accurate though. I think it'll work. I think you'll be all right. I don't think you're quite as anal as me. The building with accuracy. Oh, so what the hell am I doing? I was doing this to make sure it was accurate enough for you to do. Go fuck myself then, I guess. Back to my... I do want to remember this, though. 5-degree angle change. These are both 9.5-degree angle change. Here. Save this. Yeah, I didn't know that you had already built the whole roulette table at 32 pieces, man. My fault. All right, so now we're gonna work on this ellipses here. Now we're at the step where we need to why did I save this here? Why I saved that here? Now we need to like it might line up. Oh my god. Look at that. I just need to get the edges of them to line up. Those are almost perfectly parallel with each other. That's goddamn good. That's what you want right there, folks. Problem is, getting them to line up edge out here. I should have used something. I'm gonna use that I know how to divide up a little bit better than me. Yeah, that's actually, I don't think I ever posted that anywhere. I have pictures of it though, I know that. This? The King's Demise. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Hey, what's up, Q-Ball? How you doing, my dude? I need to go back to this base and take more pictures because you can barely see the board I made down here out of the 3x sized Bytebeat cables. Oh, I appreciate the lurk, my friend. Hope the editing goes well. I did a lot of that myself today. Not a big fan of the editing, personally. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfectly. Okay, so it is possible to do ellipses this way, but I think using the the 32 and 64 sided circles is a little bit closer in accuracy. Outside edge, that's where your two things are going to line up. Oh, thanks, Q-Ball. Am I going to attempt a speed run? You should know the answer to that. If they'll line up if I actually use triangle parts instead of square parts. I think you should, Q-Ball. Go for it. half off of each other, almost perfectly half off of each other. I I was really thinking that these would line up better than the product of 8 ellipses. Although this is just using the triangle parts and doing 15, 30, or 30 and 60 sided circles. If I use the square parts, do 9 and 4.5 degree angle changes, and do a 40 and an 80 sided circle, and then use square parts building off of each other, maybe that will line up a little bit better. Because I need this to be big. If I'm going to do the Enterprise D, it needs to be big. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Nuzlocke sucked, permadeath sucks, survival sucks. I'm gonna stick to my building. Like, I have no problem with people that do that kind of stuff. That's one of the great things about No Man's Sky, is it's got versatility to its gameplay types, you know? I like to build. That's literally it. You know? I don't care for I spent from 2016 to 2020, halfway through 2020, playing regular No Man's Sky. You know? Granted, they have added a lot more since I've started specific or exclusively building, but there, you know, there's only so much exploration I could do before I would get bored again. At least with building, the everything is in my hands. You know what I mean? Like, the only way for me to get bored of building is if I lose my creativity and my artistry, which isn't going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lose that part of me unless I, you know, have a stroke or something. All right, so I'm going to... Let me go look at this, my very first ellipses. Let me go. I'll look at it from the top. Need to try and decipher. This looks more like Star Trek Voyager's shape. You know what I mean? It needs to be a little bit wider for it to be Enterprise D. So I could build Voyager if I used this technique and these measurements right here. I need to find the appropriate measurements to bow it, the long edges out a little bit more. I'm I don't. The original Enterprise looks cool. I'm more of a fan of the Next Generation, the Enterprise D. That's just because I'm a fan of that show, and I grew up with that show. I was born in 1985, so like my entire childhood is Next Generation, you know. And I like Deep Space Nine and Voyager too. They're good shows after, first couple seasons. Same with Star Trek Next Generation though. First 2 seasons at TNG were a little rough. I'm just a sci-fi nerd. I wouldn't consider myself a Star Wars nerd or a Trekkie or anything like that. Honestly, my favorite science fiction universe to like in media form to immerse myself in is probably Douglas Adams's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, just because it's so fucking random and huge and different. I do like Star Wars and Star Trek, but neither franchise has put anything out in the last 10, 15 years that I would consider good at all. If it's got something to do with space, I'll most likely watch it. Yeah, I need to. My brother has been praising the show called The Expanse. And I think I've talked to some people in chat over on Twitch before too that say The Expanse is really, really a great sci-fi show. I didn't like Babylon 5. I didn't like Stargate, any of the Stargate television shows. I love the movie. Although I really didn't watch too much Babylon 5. The Orville's a good show. It's kind of like a quirky... It's more close to what Star Trek used to be nowadays than what Star Trek is putting out nowadays, I think. I'm gonna go to my other R&D base and just start building a big ellipses. See if we can't get something accurate going. Oh, Lambs, did you want to go visit the Sith Citadel? Were you ever able to join me? Hey, Fran, what's up, dude? No, I didn't. I'm moving. My No Man's Sky stuff is gonna mostly be on YouTube, but I'm still gonna stream on Twitch and stuff. You're disappointed a lot from watching the new stuff? Yeah, I can't stand Discovery. I can't stand Picard. They're just not... They're action sci-fi shows. They're not Star Trek. By any means. In my opinion. I think any true Star Trek fan would watch those shows and go, yeah, this isn't really Star Trek. I think the last good Star Trek show was Enterprise. I didn't watch the whole series, but I did watch several episodes of the first season, and I enjoyed Enterprise. But everything after Enterprise, as far as I know, has just been absolutely garbage. Strange New Worlds, I haven't even... I don't even know what that is. Is that a Star Trek show? Well, look at my YouTube channel, Fran. You'll see my newest build-up. Oh, here's the disc for my most recent tutorial. So I could build like a wooden version of the regular Enterprise from this. The new Star Trek show. I knew that. What is there? They did that comedy cartoon, The Lower Decks. I heard that was a complete and utter failure, which I'm glad. Like, Star Trek has its humor. It's quirky, scientific humor that is a very, very, very character-driven. You can't just turn Star Trek into a Rick and Morty knockoff. You know what I mean? I mean, evidently you can, but it's gonna fail. So they have Discovery, Picard, and New Strange Worlds. They have 3 Star Trek shows out right now. Fucking CBS ruins everything. What is it with writers these days? Thinking that they can like just take something that has an established lore and an established format and style and just doo-doo all over it. It's so annoying. Ruined Star Wars. They ruined Star Trek. What are they going to ruin next? What else was there coming next? Oh, they ruined the Terminator. What else has been ruined recently because of idiots in Hollywood? The ending of Game of Thrones was ruined. Shit, I can go all the way back to Lost. Lost was ruined because of the writer's strike and new people coming in trying to fill in the gaps and write better than the original creators. Like, such a shame. Like, Lost could have been such a great show with a great ending, but it just... I loved Lost too. I absolutely loved Lost up until the last like 2 seasons. After the writer's strike and the new writers came in and took it in a real odd direction and, you know, retconned the attitudes and the character development and everything that had been there for so long. I love Lost. Lost is such a good show. Yeah. I think if you want to watch Lost, do it. Just skip the last season. They used brand names to make easy money. Yeah, you're exactly right, Cubalt. What do I think of the new building stuff for the freighter? I actually haven't gone up there since they added stairs, but I did check out everything else. They all look really, really well done. Like, there's a lot of detail in them, and they look amazing. But, you know me, I'm a glitch builder. There's not a whole lot of glitch building that can be done up there. I mean, there is wire glitch building in the freighter now, but it's very specific, and you can only do very specific things with it. Like, I put 2 rooms at 45-degree angles from each other, and then built out around in like a big circle. With that, like a 8-sided circular room thing, which was kind of cool, but you really just can't do a lot of glitch building up there. You can do a lot of adjacency building and a lot of cool stacking, but it's so limited in comparison to what you can still do with planetary bases, you know? Strange New Worlds is the most promising Trek show you've seen in 20 years. Really? No, I haven't seen Memo's Freighter. I haven't talked to Memo in well over a month. Obi-Wan was bi? Really? Is that what they've said in the show? I haven't watched any of Obi-Wan. My dad watched a couple episodes and he said it's shit, and that they ruined Darth Vader's character and made him an idiot. Which Darth Vader was not an idiot. He was a mad genius, a brilliant human being. But see, that's what I miss about the old Star Trek, is it was episodic. I mean, it had an overall arc with certain characters like Picard and stuff like that, with the Borg and Locutus and all that. But it was, at base level, a episodic television show, and I loved that. I loved the introduction of multiple different plot lines, the conflicts, the mystery, and then it all coming together at the end of the episode. That's what TV used to be, and it's just not like that anymore, you know? What is it's all on CBS All Access, I'm assuming, right? Sopranos changed TV. I don't know if it, I mean, obviously Sopranos had to have a huge influence, yeah, but I think the biggest thing that changed television was streaming services. Like, people can just, instead of having to tune in once a week at a specific time, no, advertisers don't care about how many views you had in any given hour during the week anymore. They care about how many views your website or your app is getting. You know what I mean? See, I don't like cop shows. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird, but I've never really gotten into cop shows. I don't know. I heard The Wire was really, really good, and I used to date a girl that was obsessed with that show, and she used to watch it all the time. But when it comes to me sitting down and watching television shows, it needs to be something that is either fantasy or science fiction. The last television show I binge watched, I watched The Stranger Things, which I haven't even finished season 4 part 2 because it got so bad. But before that was The Witcher seasons 1 and 2. I binge watched for 3 days straight every single night. I just watched 3 or 4 episodes of that. I absolutely love The Witcher. I thought they did so well with that. And I was really worried about Netflix and their fantasy television series because Cursed and the other one, Enchanted Sword or whatever it was, were absolute garbage. And those were also based off books. So I was like, man, I don't know how well The Witcher is going to do. It looks great, but then I watched The Witcher and it's faithful to the books. Henry Cavill is amazing in it. The story was great. It's such a well done show. I hope they come back with it, but Netflix is kind of drowning right now. I doubt they're going to come back with anything. Hey, what's up, Loki? How we doing? All right, so we're gonna do 32-sided circle over here, and 64 on the other side. Oh, Love, Death, and Robots. I haven't finished the newest, what is it, season 4 or season 3 they just came out with. I've watched the first one, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was very well done. I like being a writer and a story developer. I like the ability to write. The whole process of writing and then animating and voice acting and putting together something that is so short and still so immersive and intriguing and entertaining. That short is such a difficult thing to do. And that's just from a writer's perspective. So I have a lot of mad respect for Love, Death, and Robots and anything like that. I'm actually doing, Loki, I'm doing an ellipses. Which is basically, I'm going to do a 32-sided circle here and save like 15 or 16 of this in a semicircle right here. Do the same on the other side, and then you build a 64-sided circle here, and then build a arc off of it, going from the edge of the outside edge of the two other circles and connecting them. And if your measurements are right, you can get a perfect ellipses. I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel on how to do this. And I'm kind of slowly trying to remember how to do it. And if you ever want to make a 256-sided circle, I also have a tutorial for that. But I wouldn't recommend it. Unless you're literally just making a gigantic ring of some sort. Maybe making like a halo? That's something I was thinking about doing, but good lord. A lot of build parts. I haven't watched Arcane yet. I'm not a big fan of the video game. What is it? League of Legends that like stems from. So I'm gonna start with just the horizontal ellipses, and then see if I can get because I'm gonna do this one a little bit different, so it's wider at the y-axis, so it looks, instead of like Voyager, it looks more like the Enterprise D. That's what I'm trying here. So that's why I built out an extra space and a half this way and built in a half a space this way than I normally would. Try and squeeze things up. Yeah, was it my last stream? I was trying to figure out how to get the end caps of the prefab pieces to open up again without doors. And there's still ways you can make like perfect circles out of cuboid rooms and have them open up without having doors. Inside Vortex just had a build showcased on Beeblebum's stream today that does that. What do you mean a 64 stretched out, like a 64-sided circle stretched out? Oh, you're the one who does it. Ah. What do you mean it was stretched out? Like, I need to go back to my other base. I need to look at these measurements again because I'm now second guessing them. Don't think they're right. I think that I used pavings to measure the ellipses before, not full-size floor pieces, and I think I just messed up because I measured this whole thing out in full-size floor pieces, not paving pieces. Oh, ovals like a circle. Yeah, you can make yeah, I wouldn't even consider that an oval. That's just like, that's two semicircles with parallel lines in between them. Now, I actually have an actual like oval, an actual ellipses technique. Okay. I definitely used pavers for this. So, let's figure this out here. That's because prefabs aren't liking the openings now. I think I've seen that of yours, Loki. I've seen it somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Because I've only probably just you and Inside Vortex with those big prefab circles. Did I split this up into fractions? Are you serious? That's a pisser. So that looks like it's 4 3/4. Okay, so this one's right on the edge. So this is exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. I gotta write this down. So the y-axis is 6.5 from the center. Other one, the x-axis is, what did it say? 1, 2, 3 3/4. 7, 5. So if those are the measurements for this ellipses, and I want it to be wider. I need to have the x-axis, this the long one, so let me look at it correctly here. I'll need the x-axis to be a little bit shorter. So let's just, instead of 3.75, let's make it just 3, maybe? Let's just go 3. And then the y-axis needs to be a little bit longer. So instead of 6.5, let's go 7.5. All right. Hey, Fran, have a good night, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. What do you do about the spaces in between the walls? Create more circles. Like, I wish I still had my old, I probably have my old R&D base. I have like 30 different ellipses in here, but in order to get another snap point in between these two, you just need, if like you want to use short walls, you just need to double the size of, okay, so here's the center point for a circle right here. Then you build this out all the way to make these snap points on the opposite side. So all you would have to do is the circle that I used here was 64 sided. You would just need to make a 128 sided circle there, so you have an additional wire endpoint in between each one of those. That's all you'd have to do. Same with these out here. Like, see, I'm using full length walls for 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5 points of a semicircle. That was a 32 sided circle from this point for the top and bottom edges. All you'd have to do is make a 64 sided circle and then use short walls to have an even finer tuned thing. This is a copy and pasted version of the very first technique I came up with. Wonder if I have, you know what, that's what I should do. I need to find the code for my other R&D base that has all the ovals in it, and then just paste that at my other R&D base that doesn't have shit in it right now. Right here, bam, ellipses. Okay, so I have it. Do I still have my Mobius strip? I think that is in, it's in either the ellipses base, because I was doing this in the same base, or it's in a different one, but I'm pretty sure I have it saved somewhere, yes. Quick. All you have to do is make us, I mean, do you want to do the Mobius strip that you were talking about doing, which is just 2 semicircles and then a rotation of that, the parallel parts, or do you want to do what I did and do a constant rotation in a circle? Because that's what my Mobius strip ended up being. I don't know how you haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure it's in the background of... Hold on a sec. Sure, it's in the background of this video somewhere.
About ribbons and cascading walls and bending
Oh, no,
walls
you
and
can
how to
see
build
right there.
layers
See,
and
there's the
scaffolding
there's the scaffolding for it. Guess the
walls.
finished version isn't in here.
About ribbons and cascading walls and bending walls and how
Yeah, see, there's the scaffolding for it. All you have to do is just have a circle, and you just, I think, what was it, 2-degree angle changes each time, and 60 iterations or something like that will get you 180 degree, no, 3-degree angle changes in 60 iterations around in a circle will get you 180 degrees of rotation from start to finish. You can see I actually have the first quarter of it done there. Cascading or shifting wall that is also curving. That you have on your center line, your row that you are using to. Now, again, you don't have. No, I have not. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Loki. I'll check you later. Yeah, doing a face, that's time consuming. All right. Is that the one that... Did Boyd and Coop just visit that one in a base tour like earlier today? 'Cause I think that's the one I've seen. For Boyd and Coop. Is it this one, Robot Royale? This one? In on the face. I want to see the face. Looks like it's wearing a helmet. It looks very detailed. Even I'm impressed. The face just looks like it's wearing a helmet, which looks cool. I think my next build is gonna be a human skull. Like a giant space skull. Hey, now see, I only have one ellipses here. Why are my other ellipses? This is not my ellipses base. Why did I label it ellipses base? Stupid. Where is my actual ovals base? This needs to be labeled something different. Okay. Experimental with helixes and spiral, Falcon fixed, Grand Central Station, Halo CE Wizard, Helix experimental. Hidden Volcano Base, House, I don't know, 3, 6, and 9, King's Demise, Metal Bender, NASA Shuttle, Original Ship, don't know what that means, Portal Sphere, Oculus, and Headset, Proximity, Sphere, Spiral, Helixes, Copy and Paste, Queen's Gambit, Razzle Dazzle, Redacted, RSS Ships, Small Corkscrews, Template Spaceship, Tornado Wireframe, Tornado Woodframe, Archives and Pyramids, Archive and Pyramid only, Atom Archive, Bird of Prey template, Bubble Pipe and Spiral Sphere, Elven Building, I don't remember that one, Gravitational Anomaly, Ovals and Spiral Sphere. Here we go. I think this is going to be the winner. Why was I looking for the ovals again? Oh yeah, I think the Mobius strip's in here. I could just not be lazy and just go through every single R&D base I have saved and find it. That's just gonna take some time because my R&D bases are like 5,000 pieces each, if not more. They take forever to load. I'm gonna go to bed here soon anyways. Head of a skeleton with a burning cigarette. Check out that painting. Okay. There's a 3D model version of it. I could try and do it. But I've been wanting to do human skull for a while just to really fine tune my sculpting skills. Although I probably don't need to. Oh, yeah, there's the Mobius strip. Oh, part of it. Damn it. A quarter of it's done. You can see where I was going with it. My gun. Where are the other ovals? That's what I wanted here. There's the original oval right there. These are the ones I wanted to look at. Look how smooth that one is. That's the one. This is the one I did for the actual tutorial. And look at this one. This one's even skinnier than the other two. See, I need one that's wider. So none of these measurements help me out at all either. All right. Fuck it. I'm over it. Before people start thinking I build everything in Blender. All right, let me look up head of skeleton with burning cigarette. Got it. Is this the Van Gogh you're talking about? Nice. Oh, see, this is what I should do. A gigantic, like, wish this had a jaw on it. Gigantic, like, Borg skull in space. That's what I should do. Oh, like this? A Warhammer servo skull. I mean, I think just doing a giant human skull would be impressive enough, but you know me, I gotta take it to the next level. Dude, this is a good diagram I have right here for measurements. I need to save that. That's great. That's perfect. That's perfection right there. A potato? Just doing a elliptoid, man. Just use my ellipses technique and do it in a bunch of iterations. You'll have a perfect like potato shape. You know, like my egg that was toured today? Just do that. That's a pretty good looking potato, I would say. You're gonna have to do it out of like light boxes though and make it really small. Like how much of the potato is actually gonna be seen? Need something. Well, you can adjust and make it lumpy just by shifting parts around. You know what I mean? I dig this a lot. I think this is going to be my next build. I'm going to do something like this. The giant floating robotic skull in space. Maybe falling down on a planet's surface with its jaw open, you know? I definitely need to save this though. This is gonna... Those measurements are awesome. There's an ellipses right there for the main skull part. Oh, this is awesome. I definitely need to save. That's great reference right there. All right. You're lumpier. I'll take your word for it. Alright, I'm gonna faff about with this. Oh! Actually, if I'm not gonna make an Enterprise and I'm gonna make a skull, then I just need a regular ellipses on its side, a large one on its side to get kind of the base skull shape for the top part. That's what I should do to start here. Get that in the works. Already got a planet here I haven't built anything on that I could put it on. Faff about. Yeah, I'm gonna faff about for 15 minutes. Pop off here at 11. So, we're gonna remeasure these. Actually, we're gonna flip the center point. We're gonna delete everything, flip the center point. Okay. Ah! Got a thing. What's going on? What? Why did I just fall through that wooden piece? The hell, game? You bastard. Do I have free placement on? I do. Alright. So. For a giant skull. This needs to be raised up more. Half of it's going to be ground. Hello, reverse wire glitch. Thank you. Okay. Now. What I got here? 7.5 for the y-axis. Hello? One. That seems wrong. Oh, it's not, it's halves. Actually, no, I need to start with the big one. Exactly one from the edge. Edge of this is now half. Messing up my own measurement system like a fucking pleb. And then the x-axis is exactly 3. Like so. Why does that look so small? It does look so. I don't know how I feel about this. Can you imagine? How many times tonight have I messed up my own techniques? Hello? Reverse wire glitch, please? Oh. I was just saying earlier tonight, it's been a while since I've gotten mad at the glitches. Okay. I guess that might be the size for a giant space skull. Yeah. Even a nice planet to do something like this on. I might just switch this from an R&D base to the actual base. Honestly. Hey Brian, what's up? Stopping by. Good. This marvelous circle is going to turn into a marvelous ellipses eventually. Ostensibly. Potentially. Hopefully. Yeah, it's actually, it's a technique I came up with a couple months ago. There's a YouTube tutorial on my channel if you'd like to check it out. As long as you know how to make perfect circles with wire glitching and reverse wire glitching, then you can make a perfect ellipses. You just have to get your measurements down. It's really not complex at all, if I'm being honest. I aim to please. Or in the least impress or irritate. Am I over circles? I find it ironic. I hate circles. I'm sick of looking at them. But in order to make something that's not a circle, you have to use circles. I look forward to seeing what you do with it, Brian. I love seeing what people use with my shenanigans. Although Lambs is pretty much the only person I know that actually has sent me like pictures of stuff that he's built using my techniques. I'm still waiting on people to show me stuff they've built with my shenanigans. You had to practice. Whatever, dude. You've made some cool shit with what I would consider above average glitch building techniques. I mean, let's be real. We are all using the same glitches. No? I do not. I have a buddy that does, however, Kale Labs, who we were just talking to about earlier tonight because he's helped me use CAD program to find specific angles and stuff. Like for my complex circles tutorial and my perfect pentagon tutorials, I had help of Kale Labs. Hey, what's up, Beninja? You're still having fun with those standing circles? Yeah, those are incredibly versatile. Crazy, crazy fun stuff you can do with that series of techniques. For sure. Alright, so here is the basic setup for an ellipses. Believe it or not, the long side is going to be going this way. Short side is going to be like this. Just need to build these circles out higher and out than the other ones, because what you're going to end up doing is building out this like this, and using these outside edges to connect the outside edges of these semicircles here, spanning from this side to this side like that. For those of you who aren't familiar with my technique. At any rate, I'm going to save this. Oh, nice. Are you in my Discord, or are we both in somebody else's Discord? Because I don't really post. I mean, I post all of my stuff in my Discord, but my Discord's not very active as of recently because I just kind of got back from a month-long like hiatus. Let's call it that. Alright, so now we need to figure out what our radius going out here is going to be for our semicircle, and then line it up with this one or the next one. Divvy up some measurements here. I'm gonna have to do a half one here, 2/3 of one here if I do that. Unless these somewhere along here line up perfectly. Don't look like that might be okay right there. We got big ellipses though. Oh, you're in the construction contractors. Okay. Yeah, I'm not, unfortunately, not very active in there. I think I've ever completed a build for somebody in there. Tried multiple times, but never pans out quite as I expect it to. Every single time the person that I'm building for just kind of like disappears. Boy, that is real close there. I might need to move the radius of my 32-sided circles in just a little bit. You only build for your Civ lately? Yeah, I've built in a bunch of different Euclid places and like other streamers' community planets and stuff like that, but I've never built for like a hub. Because none of their hubs are ever in Euclid. Like, I only want to build in Euclid so like anybody can go and see them easily. I need to move these in just a little bit. Leave those exactly at that measurement, but I need this to be moved in. Probably like half of one of these, maybe? Maybe even just like a half light floor. Let's go in a half light floor. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect right there, folks. That's gonna be perfect. Yeah, also my thing, I love the whole concept of the No Man's Sky construction contractors, but in practice it just doesn't work too well because the multiplayer, and specifically the multiplayer building, is shit. It's just shit. Like, Hello Games really needs to fine-tune their multiplayer because half the time it just doesn't work, especially cross-platform stuff. And the other half, when you do get it to work and you're building in each other's bases, the rendering and the communication is so shit that stuff gets deleted, stuff doesn't stay. Like, just bad. Like, it could be so awesome to go and help somebody build a base. Know what I mean? But it just, they have not fine-tuned that very well. That is all I will shit talk on Hello Games for tonight. Now I need to rebuild those 32-sided circles. The ball accelerator doesn't accelerate anything? Are you still just trying to shoot a ball? So it rolls around the roulette thing, right? Yeah, outside of using your gun, maybe you could just build like a tract, like Bosch did for his pinball machine. Just build a track that the player actually goes to and uses a shotgun or something to shoot it down the track. But I think he eventually changed that and did it with teleporters too. Yeah, Brian, I think that's exactly what he's doing. Not my area of expertise, unfortunately. Oh, so it doesn't maintain velocity after it goes through. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's something that they switched recently with the most recent updates. Like if they changed the coding for something. Because usually those balls maintain whatever velocity they have going into it. They maintain once they come out of it, right? That's the whole premise. Huh. There we go. We got it, boys and girls. That's exactly what you want. That slight little angle change there. All right. Might increase this just to have it a little bit more fine-tuned. I might increase this to 64 and these to 128. Look at those line up so well. Good. Happy. I'm happy with it, boys and girls. I don't see a link. I don't know if I have a bot that's blocking links or something. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to relearn how to stream YouTube. I don't know how to allow links or fix that shit yet. That's gonna make it concave. All right, hold on. There we go. That's what. The further apart they get, the more off they are, though. My measurements are wrong. I'm gonna have to fuck with this more tomorrow. Son of a bitch. Might have to try and find my. I had a spreadsheet, a sheet of paper with a bunch of ratios written down. I think my ratios are just off. Like my distances. Ugh. I'm going to start doing it like I'm going to keep streaming on Twitch, but like only my writing and music and like action RPG video game streams on Twitch. But my No Man's Sky content is going to be specific to Twitch from now on. Yeah, because the building community is here. If there were more builders on Twitch, maybe I'd stay. But at the same time, it's like I've got the curb on the building Twitch streamers. Like I'm pretty much the only one besides Leonaris that is there. It's just trying to get people to watch the streams there that's so difficult, you know? I don't know. I'm gonna cut the stream for now, guys. I'll be back maybe tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But definitely think I've decided on my next build. But yeah. Well, thanks, Brian. I hope I've earned something. We'll see. We'll see if I'm at 18,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel in 3 years, like Beeblebum is now. We'll see how that pans out. But yeah, I will check you guys next time. What is what, Brian? Am I having a heart attack? Why is my left arm hurting? So I haven't used this hand in WASD for a month. All right, I'll check you guys later.